Hey guys, come and join me for another whiskey and pipe chat in the Old Frog. Hey guys, Mike here from Old Man Things. How y'all doing? Had a busy day. I've been on the road since 7:30 this morning going to the doctors. It's a 2-hour trip each way, and then I screwed around all dang day in the doctors. But I'm back, and welcome to the Old Frog and Toad. And this is a whiskey and pipe chat, so let's get the whiskey out of the way first and start resting. I got a lovely box. Blair, 12-year-old, natural color, no chill filter, 46%. And I have not opened this yet. So I am going to open this with you guys, if I can figure out how to open it. Look at the bottle, isn't that kind of neat? So I haven't been up to speed lately, and I took some time off, and I probably should have taken another day off, but I said I'd be back on Friday, and I figured no matter what I would be. So that's a different bottle in the way I open. Different bottle altogether, like, but it's different and it's neat. Different isn't always bad. So I put the lid on that. I got a new Glencairn glass. I think it's called a Cobalt. So I'm smoking one of my Sherlock Holmes pipes. I couldn't tell you what it's called, with some Fisherman's Dotto. So let me light it. Using my night, if you can see past the smoke, using my night tamper. Okay, I had a so I took a bit of time off. I just wasn't feeling up to speed. So, but I'm back now. So, I thank everyone who wrote to me, asking how I was doing, who stuck with me all this time. I appreciate it. I probably won't be back as often as I was before. Like, I won't be there probably doing more than, I'll try to do one video a week. So it's been kind of a funny old time here, because the weather has been, one day it's really nice, one day it's cold, miserable, like today. So I was getting gas yesterday for my trip this morning because I knew I had to leave here about 7:30. And behind me, it was like maybe 4 or 5 gas pumps like in a row. And way in the back was this older guy, and I was way in the front. And I saw he had a military hat on. I couldn't really tell, but I knew it was a military hat. So I yelled, "Thank you for your service, sir." Which I say to everybody who I know that has been in the military. And he comes, after he pumps his gas, he comes walking up to me. He says, "I'd like to shake your hand, sir. That really meant a lot to me that you would say that." And he was in the Vietnam War. Like my dad. And we sat there and talked for 20 minutes in that gas station on the outside. He was just such a nice guy, and he was so happy somebody took the time to give him the interest. And I encourage everyone, if you see somebody that was in the military, thank them for their service. If you don't already. So I was never in the military, but I was a member of the honor guard for the Bartlesville Police Department in Oklahoma. There I am in the middle. I'm the little bagpiper. I'm sure you know that. But I was in the honor guard from 2014 to 2019. And I never charged them. I was a proud member of being in the honor guard. We'd go all over. I had surgery, hernia surgery, before we left, and there was a cop that had gotten shot and killed. Again, cops put their lives on the line for you. So there was a big funeral. Of course, I couldn't play the bagpipes for it, and I really wanted to. I really felt bad. And they had me, because they were so impressed with me for all those years. They had me ride in the front lead car when they did the long trip. And there was cops all over Oklahoma, all over Missouri, all over Arkansas, all over Kansas came to this. So you'd go, it was like a long procession with the cop. The cop cars followed behind the not the casket. I don't know what the hearse. And I mean, you saw lines and lines of these cop cars, and I was in the front one, and I didn't think I should have been up that far, but they put me up there, and it was just something else. And it was so sad to know that this guy, he gave his life, but that's what he wanted. That's what he stepped up for. And he didn't die right away, but he had said he was proud that he was able to take a bullet versus the other guy he was with who didn't take the bullet. And most of these guys are ex-army guys who are cops. At least the ones I went to, was part of the honor guard with. Well, I told this old Vietnam vet that, and he was so impressed. And he saluted me, and I said, "I don't need anyone to salute me. I haven't done anything." And he said, "You don't know how much." He said, "When I see a bagpiper out there and they're in that honor guard as a veteran," he said, "you don't know how much that means to me." So I just thought that was kind of neat. And I do remember I was at this one service thing, and there's this big old guy. I mean, you could tell. I mean, he couldn't even put his arms down much because he was just so huge from, lifting. Tall, big old guy. And I started playing Going Home on the bagpipes. And he just broke down into tears. And the old gruff sergeant afterwards came up to me and he goes, "It was because of you that he started crying." So I'm not really all there today, guys. I haven't been there all there for the last 3 weeks, but I just didn't want to leave it any longer. So let me have a taste of this whiskey, this single malt. Smells really nice. See, you put the lid on, it comes with a lid, and you leave that lid on while it's, you know, a minute in the glass for a year in the cask is the way they say it, right? So it's been less than 12 minutes, but you leave that in there, and as it sits there for those 12 minutes, you take that lid off, and all that wonderfulness goes right in your nose. It's really nice. I do like a nice drop of single malt. So cheers, everyone. That is nice. Holy cow. And that's not even without a drop of water. If you guys like a whiskey, a bourbon, or an Irish, but you've never tasted single malt, I encourage you to try. Because in my opinion, there's so much more going on in a single malt than in a bourbon or an Irish whiskey. And I mean, I look forward all day to have that low drop. Because of my diabetes, it's hard for me to have a beer anymore. And guess what? Now I have to go. I have so many pills that I take now, I get full. Now I have to do high blood pressure. So... but there's so many flavors, so much going on. It's just like you took your mouth to an amusement park when you take a sip of a single malt. That's really nice. You got that little drop of water and it brings it alive. Let me show you my water jug. It's a Glencairn water jug. Is it ever neat? I'm quite impressed with it. So I've gotten a couple Glencairn things. My next video, and I'm probably going to do it earlier than what I said I would because I wasn't all there today and I owe you a better video. So look for a video in the next couple of days. But I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to do a little experiment with scotch. So... guys, thanks again for sticking with me, waiting for me to come back. Appreciate it. I missed all you guys, so cheers. And at that I shall say toodle pip.